2026 NBA champions. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You are tuned in to the Mostly Mavs podcast, where we bring you game time reporting, a weekly pod about the Dallas Mavericks and how they're doing, and content that mostly surrounds the Dallas Mavericks. I am your host, Caden De La Garza, journalism major at the University of Oklahoma, where I am now. So you can check out the new setup, the new room. I know maybe we might need some better technology to hang these jerseys up, but hey, it'll work out for now. Back in Oklahoma. I've got aspirations to be a Maverick sports journalist. And I'm kind of doing that right now, but I'm not getting paid to do it. So I do it for the love of the game. This week's show is going to be about last week's game. 2 against the Jazz, 1 against NYC, which were pretty fun. And this new offensive prowess that we are continually showing week to week, game to game. And, we might mess with the trade machine today. I think that's something we're going to do. But let's get into this week's games. It's last week's games. First one against the Jazz. Pull up the good old stat muse. How I did it last time, though. 122-144. Again, we're playing the Jazz. Understandably, this game just looked, like another tank job. Kind of. Yeah. Pretty good game from the guys, Klay Thompson broke the record. Or didn't break the record, but he's 4th all-time in shooting now. Shooting threes, that's good. Just a offensive masterclass once again. We'll go into the strengths of how we played. Caleb Martin, by the way. Gotta love it. Caleb Martin with 14 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, plus 16 on the night. We did win by about 22 points, so it doesn't really matter, that plus minus. But 2 for 2 from 3-point, 6 for 8 from the field, 87% true shooting percentage. Caleb Martin is the real deal. Joking, but Najee Marshall had a great game. Jaden Hardy, and the garbage time points, and you don't really look at that. Brandon Williams had a great game, but the story this night was Klay Thompson broke the record, and he's looking really good recently. Klay Thompson's looking like he's an all-star again, an all-star. Captain Klay. Sorry, this setup isn't the best, but let's just lower this thing a little bit. All right. Hopefully I'm not too low. I can't even see myself right now. But let's pull up this little picture-in-picture thing. How am I? It's all right. It's all right. But Dallas Mavericks, pretty good game. We beat the Jazz, and we kind of struggled against the Jazz earlier this season. So, maybe that's a good one. I don't know. I don't think they had Lauri Markkanen in these 2 games at all. But an amazing game from the bench unit. 25 fast break points, 30 points off turnovers. Caleb Martin, Klay Thompson, Najee Marshall, the story of the show. Let's move on to the second night against Utah. 138-120 victory. Another occurrence of a multitude of fast break points. 32 fast break points, 20 points off turnovers, 18 three-pointers made. And this was just the Max Christie game. Or wait, no, was it? Was this Max Christie? Let's go. Let's check this out. It was a Max Christie game. It wasn't the Max Christie game, but it was a Max Christie game. 3 guys with 20 points or more. Max Christie, 22 points, 4 assists, 2 steals, plus 29 on the court. Shot 7 for 13, 3 for 6 from the field, or 3 for 6 from 3. 70 true shooting percentage. Not a bad game at all. Brandon Williams, again, with 22 points, 5 assists, 2 steals, 4 rebounds, 3 O-boards. Oh, wow. Getting in the trenches over here. 2 turnovers, though. It's not bad. He's not getting... Oh, he played 40 minutes? Brandon Williams played 40 minutes? Oh my gosh. I did not know that. Holy, oh my gosh. 75% true shooting percentage from B. Will. He didn't take too many. Oh, no, this was the second game. He took 13 shots the game before. He didn't take too many shots, but he was very efficient from the field. And then Klay Thompson with another 23 bomb. 26 game 4, 23 this game. 7 for 12 from the field, 6 for 11 from 3. 86% true shooting percentage. He's just playing really good. He's playing really good. No Coop this game. But, hey, it was a good game from the fellas. Great game from the fellas. You can't complain. Cannot complain at all. But these 2 games with the bench unit coming out, can't complain with a win. Multiple wins with very minimal help. When you have Caleb Martin starting and you win a basketball game, I mean, you did something right. So, now, let's go on to this. I have no idea what to make of this game. No idea. I could not tell you if it's a great game, if it's a game, if it's a, prior to this, New York, let's go look at them. New York had been on a 3 game losing streak, but it's not just a 3 game losing streak. Prior to this game, they had 2 wins in 11 games. 2 wins in 11 games. I don't know what's going on over in New York, but it's obviously not good. I mean, whatever they got going on, they got to fix it, because you're trying to be a finals team. You're trying to win the finals. I get it. You go through some slumps in the season, but losing 9 out of your last 11 games, that does not look like a finals team. And then Reggie Miller, no, it was Trace McGrady said on the broadcast that there's like bickering going on, or there's some. The only way to describe this is just disconnection in the locker room, which makes sense, but this is maybe the best starting lineup in the entire NBA. Like, yeah, the Thunder have a great starting lineup, and you give them that. Cavs have an amazing starting lineup, give them that. But New York they have an insane starting lineup. I mean, you have Jalen Brunson at the 1, Mikal at the 2, OG at the 3, Cat. No, who am I forgetting? Oh, no. You got Hart at the 3, OG at the 4, Cat at the 5. That's probably the best starting lineup in the NBA, but then you have a terrible bench, or you have a coach that really does not utilize your bench. I don't think Tyler Kolek saw the court until the garbage time minutes. McBride had let's see his game. Miles McBride had 5 points. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson was out there. They brought out to foul Cisse at the end of the game. Hack a Cisse to come back in when they're down 20. Didn't work, of course, because Cisse is the greatest center to ever play basketball. Landry Shamet, 23 minutes, 6 points. They just couldn't make any shots, honestly. That was their kind of thing for the game. They couldn't make any shots at all. You shoot 9 for 31 from 3-point. You shoot 38 for 95 from the field. When you're a team that shoots 33s a game and you're making 9, it's pretty hard to win basketball games. So I don't know what the Knicks have going on, but let's look at the Mavs. Let's look at our guys. Coop. It's crazy to look at this and you think this is a below average game from Coop Flag. 18 points, 7 boards, 3 assists, 1 steal, plus 21 on the court. 4 turnovers. You don't like that number, but I mean, he's very ball dominant. He's the only pretty much guy that we have on our team that can do everything. So you're going to run through him. 7 for 14 from the field, 1 for 4 from 3. It's not a bad game. It's not a bad game, but as of late, this is his average, probably around his average, 18, 7, and 3. But Coop's been scoring like 25 a game recently, or he's scoring like 22 in the past 10. This is, I'm going to keep saying it in every single pod, this is generational. This is not anything to mess with. The Cooper Flag is going to be top 75 player of all. I mean, of course, top 75 player of all time. I'll put it like that. I'm not going to come out here and say Cooper Flag's going to be top 10 player of all time, but he definitely has that potential. He 100% has that potential. 100% has the potential. Let's do this. Can I compare LeBron James? LeBron James and Cooper Flag. Rookie season. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. So he's averaging 6 less minutes a game than him. I wish I could see the per 36. But here. He's averaging 6 less minutes a game than him, but their stat lines are nearly identical. Cube's averaging 18, 6, and 4. LeBron was averaging 19, 6, and 4. LeBron's was averaging 21, 5 and 6. Off 3 more field goal attempts. Cube shoots a better percentage. Makes more threes than him on average. Shoots more, but who cares? Damn near the same 3-point percentage. Cube's a better free throw shooter. Cube's a better true shooting percentage guy. This is unreal. You could just take a screenshot of this right now and just be like, okay, Cooper Flag's going to be the greatest player of all time. And I would not say anything. I wouldn't contradict anybody if they said that at all. I wouldn't choose to say that. I'm a Mavericks fan, but he's good, dude. He's really good. But amazing week from the Dallas Mavericks. 3-0 this week. What's their potential? What are they looking like? Why are they winning these games? It's coming from fast break points. It's coming from their ability to get out, their roster buildup without AD on the court. These lineups that they're using, these quick lineups. We can go through every single game right now and just the same story. It's the same reason. They're getting out in transition. They're scoring. And they're getting back and they're playing amazing defense. They're playing all-ball defense. They're getting the passing lanes. They're getting steals. They're hawking down blocks. They are a really good team right now. I know it may look like, okay, you win against the Jazz, you win against New York. That's really struggling. But the way they're winning these games are, pretty dominant. And you could say that, okay, the Jazz had a couple bad offensive nights. They didn't have Lauri Markkanen out there. I get it. I understand it. The Knicks still have a really good team. And they underperform shooting-wise, but most of these turnovers weren't accidental. They were forced by the Dallas Mavericks. They were forced by the Mavericks being able to play the passing lanes, being able to close out. Amazing. Missing shots. Forcing these misses. Moussa Cisse in there, being a pest in the paint. All these games end with the same story. It's ridiculous three-point shooting, amazing on-ball pressure, amazing passing lane defense, and these guys are getting out and they're scoring. If you have a lineup of Najee Marshall, let's start with this one. Oh, PJ Washington has fallen. If you have a lineup of Ryan Nembhard, Max Christie, Cooper Flag, Najee Marshall, put Powell out there. These guys are out. These guys are moving. And then you go into the next series or go into the next out of a timeout. You're going, okay, instead of that, let's do Brandon Williams. And then let's get Clay in there. Let's keep Max. Let's put Coop to the 4. And let's slide Moose in there. This team is fast. They get out. Clay and Christie are filling in the corners. They're filling in the wings. Coop's down, running downhill, down court. Then you have Brandon Williams right behind him with the speed that he has. And Najee Marshall's just already sitting in a corner, or he's sitting on the wing, or he's waiting to attack closeouts. The versatility of this team has changed. Instead of playing from inside out, they're playing from outside in. You got Anthony Davis not on the court. Of course, you're going to be able to play differently as a team, and you kind of have to play differently as a team. So they run out these smaller lineups, especially with Powell. He's still playing amazing. He's still a really, really productive player in this league. And he was getting beat up by Carl. Oh, let's watch this. Let's go over here. Let's go to YouTube. Follow Muslim Mavs, by the way, if you haven't already. Subscribe and turn on post notifications to Muslim Mavs. Put a like on this video. Let's get a comment. Let's get these interactions up. So maybe, hey, maybe this is gonna pop off. Who knows? Dwight Powell. Abused. Let's see this. Let's see if Dwight Powell abused shows up. Dude, that is so bad. And then he got it. Oh. Sorry for these sound effects. It doesn't have any video. It doesn't have any sound right now. But that's so bad. Dwight Powell was getting beat up this game. And he still played amazing. You gotta love it. You gotta love Dwight Powell just going out there having fun. You look at this. He's literally having fun. 2 points, 5 rebounds, 1 offensive rebound. Played 28 minutes. He had 2 assists, plus 19. Only 2 turnovers. That's all right. 5 fouls. Dwight Powell's out there. He's having fun and he's creating chaos. He's just like Caleb Martin. You have 2 Caleb Martins on the court. You're gonna be a good basketball team. Respectfully, you're going to be a good basketball team. But this team just knows how to win right now. They're figuring out their style. They're figuring out, okay, we have a bunch of guys that can get out. We have a bunch of guys that can run the floor. Why not just use them all the time? Why not run out these small lineups with Powell at the center? I mean, we don't have PJ right now, but I guarantee you if we had PJ and you use one of these small lineups, you're going to create problems for the other team. And they can't. Some teams can't size down. Some teams can't compete with the speed that you have on your team. And also the fact that you can play any type of way you want to. You can put out a different point guard and have a completely different scheme. You'll have Brandon Williams out there a couple possessions, a couple series, and he's attacking the paint, getting in there, creating chaos, forcing in some help defense and kicking it out for some threes, going up with some tough layups, and just speeding the pace of the game up. Just really creating chaos. And then timeout comes, subbing Ryan Nembhard. Completely different offense that you can run with that guy in. And then you put Christie out there, you put Clay out there, get Coop out there, maybe Najee, and your floor is wide open. You can run so many off-ball actions. You can run DHOs with Clay and Christie, create chaos on the perimeter, and then just pull those guys out. Najee and Coop can go to work. You have so much versatility with this roster right now, excluding AD, with not having to have a jumbo player out there that takes up. Of course, his gravity is amazing for the team. He creates a style of offense that you can't really replicate with a lot of players because of just his prowess on the court. But just because you take him off the court doesn't mean your team has to just collapse. The Mavericks are clearly finding a way to live with AD's injury problems, or they're making an effort to find out, okay, AD's going to be out more than we'd like. AD's going to be out more than we thought he was going to be, which I don't know if you're a franchise like this and you can't predict that AD is going to have consistent injury problems throughout the season. But it doesn't matter to them. These guys are figuring it out, and they're playing their brand of basketball. They don't want to conform to what they think they should play or how they've been playing all year. They're figuring out that, hey, we've got speed, we've got skillful guys, we're young, we can get out and we can really punish teams in the fast break, and that's what they're doing. 3 back-to-back wins, created a winning streak, and a winning streak with a lot of momentum. They're not just winning these games. These aren't clutch games. This is not the Mavericks that we saw from 2 weeks ago, where every single game they get into is tight and they got to figure it out at the end stages. They lose a lead and they have to figure out how to close without, an offensive nightmare. They're winning these games comfortably, which is something to really look at. Even though it's the Jazz, even though it's New York coming off of their terrible stint, you still have to look at the Dallas Mavericks and be like, okay, this team's figuring it out. But of course, if Max Christie makes 8 threes a game, you're going to win a lot of games. But pivoting from this, with this offense playing amazing, with them figuring it out, with them blowing teams out, it's not crazy to say that an AD trade is a little bit more likely now, or a Gafford trade is a little bit more likely now. So we're going to go on the trade machine. I have nothing mocked up right now. I'm just going to go around the teams that I think that, they need a Daniel Gafford or they need an Anthony Davis. So first, I want to start off with Indiana. They definitely do not need an Anthony Davis, but what they need is Daniel Gafford. So let's throw Daniel Gafford in here. He's making $14 million. And somebody I think that the Dallas Mavericks really need, would fit their timeline, would be a great addition to the team. A scorer that can attack, a scorer that can score from the perimeter, a scorer that can get to the free throw line. Somebody that's confident, somebody that puts their head down and they just go. Like Brandon Williams, like Cooper Flagg, like Najee Marshall. I feel like he's a mix of all these guys. Maybe not Coop, but a mix of like Najee Marshall and Brandon Williams, and his name's Benedict Mathurin. Him on the Dallas Mavericks would change everything. If you bring in Benedict Mathurin, you have another scorer on the court, and that's what Dallas desperately needs. They need somebody that can take the weight off of Coop. They need somebody that can take the weight off of Najee Marshall. Some of the weight off Max, some of the weight off Clay, but I don't really feel like they have any weight on them. I feel like they're just really benefiting from the style of offense that the Mavericks are playing. But they would benefit so much more with a guy like Benedict Mathurin. Somebody that can put the ball on the floor, get to the rack, is insanely aggressive, has a motor that's wound up, and he's like confident, dude. He's confident. I've seen videos of him saying that he's the greatest player of all time. And when you have a motor like that, when you have confidence like that, nobody's gonna decline you from joining the basketball team. And the Dallas Mavericks really should think about, if they're going to move Daniel Gafford, which I really don't want them to do, if they're going to move Daniel Gafford, you got to bring in a guy like Benedict Mathurin. So this trade is successful already, just because the cap, they have an abundance of money. I don't understand why they have so much money. But yeah, Dallas Mavericks, go get Benedict Mathurin if you can make it happen. Let's go to the good old Atlanta Hawks. Let's go to the good old Atlanta Hawks. Atlanta needs Anthony Davis. So what I've been saying for a while is that this was probably going to be what we see. We're going to probably see Anthony Davis, Kristaps Porzingis, Luka Kennard, and probably a pick. And probably Zachary Richardson. This is what the Dallas Mavericks wanted for the longest time. And it's a successful trade, but there is no way in hell the Dallas Mavericks are getting this right now. So I know that it's not a sexy deal. It's not by any means necessary desired by especially the fans of Dallas right now, by everybody in Dallas right now. It's probably going to end up being something more like this, where it's like, literally, does this even work? No, but like, does that work? Yeah, it's not. It's going to be too expiring. And you might not even get a really good first. You might not get a really good first, because Anthony Davis right now, I get that I get he's desired. I get he's a piece that you want on your team for a very long time, but right now his stock is not. I don't believe that his stock is anywhere near worth Zachary Richey, or it's nowhere near the Pelicans pick. I mean, if you wanted to trade Anthony Davis for the Pelicans pick straight up, maybe. They don't have that cap space, of course. But there's no way the Dallas Mavericks are getting this Pelicans pick. There's no way. There's no way on earth. There's no way on earth. But it would look more like that than anything else in my eyes. I've also seen some stuff from Milwaukee. So let's go over to Milwaukee. I haven't looked at anything right now, so let's go shopping. Miles Turner, 4 years, $25 million. No, thank you. Kyle Kuzma, 2 years, $21 million. No, thank you. Bobby Portis, 3 years, $13 million. Maybe. And everybody else, no. No. Would this work? No. This? No. What's the deal? What's the Kevin Porter Jr.? No. There's no way they're giving us Ryan Rollins. Gary Trent? There we go. That's disgusting, though. I hate that. Kyle Kuzma, Bobby Portis, Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr. No, please no. No, not them. Nope. Not them. All right. So let's switch over to... No. I'm so sorry. What is this? No. This is disgusting. That's disgusting. Like, at this point, don't even trade him. At this point, don't even trade Anthony Davis. So who do we got? We got Detroit offers something okay. All right, you get $26 million off your books the next season. You're gonna re-sign Jaden Ivey, and I guess you can keep Ron Holland around for a little bit. Jaden Ivey, he's a great player, but I'd rather spend Daniel Gafford on Benedict Mathurin and call it a day. Which, look at your team. It's not. You're not. Benedict Mathurin is the future. Benedict Mathurin, please, Benedict Mathurin. Benedict Mathurin. Start over. Okay, who else is on the chopping block for the? I kind of like this. Wait. I'll take him for a year. Who else? Derek White? They're not giving up Derek White. I don't want Sam Hauser. Okay, so the Dallas Mavericks are they're not trading Anthony Davis. Okay. January 20th at 9 p.m. The Dallas Mavericks are not trading Anthony Davis. I'm sorry, but it's not happening. I'm sorry if you really wanted it to happen, but it's not happening. Okay. That was a little... that was fun. I'll say that was fun. What I've learned from this little trade machine exercise that we just did. The Dallas Mavericks should trade Daniel Gafford for Benedict Mathurin. and nothing else because I love the Dallas Mavericks right now. I love how they're doing. I love how they're rolling. Maybe they can keep it going. Who do we got tomorrow? No, Thursday. Will be tomorrow. So it will be. Why does it take forever to do things? Golden State. They just lost Jimmy Butler, right? I think so. Or did I see something? Jimmy Butler. Oh yeah, I did. I was just making sure it wasn't a fake tweet or a fake Instagram post. So Jimmy Butler is out with a torn ACL. So what you're saying is Jimmy Butler is potentially on the trade block? What you're saying is Jimmy Butler is potentially on the trade block? No, what you are saying why did I just delete the Mavericks? What you're saying is it's going to be Jimmy Butler. No, I don't want this, though. Jonathan Kuminga. If Brandon Podziemski got on the Dallas Mavericks, I might jump off a bridge. Just being honest. Moses Moody? Would that work? No, it does not work. I don't want Draymond Green. I do not want Draymond Green. Who is LJ Kyver? Cryer. Who is that? Can I touch his name? Who is this guy? LJ Cryer for the Golden State Warriors. Guard, number 18. He averages 3 points a game. He averages 3 minutes a game. And let's look at his game log. LJ Cryer. Welcome to the Dallas Mavericks, LJ Cryer. Let's put you in here. How much are you making? Nothing? Great. Put him in there. Load him up. Pick him up. Whatever. Buddy Hield. Thanks for watching the Mostly Mavs podcast. It has been a very fun time chatting with y'all this afternoon, this evening, whenever you're watching this video. For more Mostly Mavs content, please follow the Mostly Mavs X account, TikTok, and Instagram, stated in the description below. I'll catch y'all later.